really isn't spying on us. I was with her almost every minute, and when
Doing
I
good.
wasn't,
Doing
Velvet
good.
was watching her.
Enjoying
And she's a woman who
the
keeps
Berseria
her
combat.
promises. She wouldn't lie to... Laphicet.
We understand, Laphicet. It's Eleanor. If she were lying to herself to somehow keep spying on us, the guilt would fill her with malevolence.
I see. You're right. The fact that I haven't turned into a dragon proves that.
Thank you. Both of you. I didn't think you were giving them information intentionally.
But there are illusionists like Melchior out there. That means we can't rule out someone recording your thoughts in secret.
I don't think we need to worry about that either. Not with you and Laphicet always near.
The combat has been fantastic, yeah.
Now
The
that
combat
that's
has been
settled,
phenomenal.
It's time for you all to testify to my innocence.
That could be difficult.
What?
Well, okay. Why don't you start off by telling us all about the time you sold us out to Teresa back in Helives?
Oh, why bring up that old yam? You're a very vindictive man, do you know that?
You're just figuring that out? Well, there's your proof at least. You wouldn't make much of a spy.
She really wouldn't.
Generally
Hey,
speaking,
that's not what I meant. You were mean.
generally speaking, Tales of games do not really have very well-written stories or deep, complex plot or good character development or anything. And it usually comes down to the combat. And the vast majority of the previous 3D Tales games have always had something that really kind of just didn't strike me. And I would say that so far the combat in this one has been really, really good. So far it's shaping up to be my favorite 3D Tales of game. My favorite Tales of game is still Destiny on the PS1, but so far this, like, the story I think is actually at an all-time low point for the Tales of games. Especially the writing. It's incredibly generic and contrived and not very interesting, and it's just like any other anime plot, shonen anime plot, you know. But generally speaking, like I said, Tales games haven't really been known for good story or plot or whatever. So the fact that the combat in this game is so well done, I'm very much enjoying it. Not to say that the Tales of games have bad story per se. This one just doesn't have a very good one in particular so
Welcome
far.
back.
Yeah. We're bringing these two back to Titania.
Some of the skits are cute, yeah.
Dogs?
I have not played
lizards,
Abyss.
No problem.
Well,
Walking hunks of armor I can deal with.
I
but
played a little bit of
dogs?
Abyss, and I wasn't
Shit.
super
You're not a
about
dog
it.
person.
I was,
It's on the list. We'll get around
bit
to
by
it
one when I
eventually.
was a kid.
Abyss and
Then you've got
Zillia are the
nothing
only
to worry
two
about. If they're
that I
writing
haven't played, I
anyone on this
think,
ship,
that have US
it'll be
releases.
me.
I think.
Are you okay, Velvet?
Or at least not all the
Oh,
way through.
sure. They're just dogs.
No, I mean, in general. Fine, they can come aboard. I'll take us back to Titania.
Basically, the problem with this game's plot is that it's not necessarily like a bad plot per se. It's kind of okay. There's been some cool parts here and there. The problem is, like, it's incredibly generic and a lot of forced exposition a lot of the time. Like, all of the exposition is very, very forced and repetitive and what's the condescending a little bit, because it kind of like throws it in your face. Look, here's the details of this plot thing, and it's like,
devoured them
I
again.
can figure it out. Thank you, I got it, you know?
No, don't.
But otherwise, I mean, I'm very much enjoying it. You know? And then the water and water, water, water and 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 water and water. Thank you very much, Playtastic, for the water and water, water bids. Thank you for the 800 bits, dude. Thank you.
Laffy was different from most other kids. He read books a lot because his body was so weak. He studied all the time so that he could be ready to travel the world one day. Which was kind of funny, considering he'd hide in my bed whenever he had a nightmare.
Oh, there's plenty of water. Definitely a lot of water.
Really?
But I don't care that he got scared. I just wanted him to live. That's why I have to.
Velvet!
I'll devour as much as it takes. I will have vengeance.
Velvet!
She died.
Done. The art is attuned to you.
Thanks, Ray Chase.
Thank you. This time I'll make sure to finish what I set out to do.
What do you mean the thing
Gotta
between
say,
Laffy and Velvet?
I
It was her
didn't think you
brother.
had it in ya, Oscar.
Or he was her brother.
I don't believe I asked for your opinion.
Lord Artorias!
Go back outside, Teresa. We'll see you when we're done.
Are the rumors true? Are you using that experimental art on
He
Oscar?
looks like Laffy.
It is true.
I was under the impression it was still incomplete, sir.
Yep. There's still a potentially fatal weakness for its channeler.
We've taken the theory as far as it will go. The next step is to learn its control and actual practice.
Don't tell me you intend to test it against that Therian. Please let me do it. I should be the one, not him.
You are not strong enough.
Haha.
Then at least let me back him up.
So you can take the enemy out before Oscar uses the art? A noble plan, but I'm afraid it'd mess everything up.
How so?
It was my idea to volunteer, sister. I failed at Titania and allowed the Therian to be stolen from Palamedes. I need to atone for my mistakes.
Then let me come with you.
I have different orders for you. Teresa Linares, you are hereby relieved of your duties as an exorcist and are to return your Malak.
Haha.
Relieved of duty? Why?
For our plans to be realized, we require an especially strong Malak. We've analyzed your Malak's dormant abilities, and he is of considerable power, on the same level as the young Malak who betrayed us for the enemy.
Simply put, you just don't got what it takes to handle him, sweetheart.
How could you?
When this is all over, I'd love to have some of your homemade cooking again, sister.
But you'll be dead, as will I.
I could go for that quiche you used to make.
Why is it always quiche?
How can you talk like that
What's
right
with
now?
quiche in this game, man?
Lord Artorias,
I know what you're going to ask. Yes, Oscar, when you fulfill your mission, I will make Teresa an exorcist again.
Oscar, are you doing this for...
don't worry about me. I'd go to the ends of the earth and back for a plate of
True,
your
it's
delicious quiche.
yeah, it's usually curry.
No. Oscar, don't go! Oscar! What should I do? If I don't do something, he'll... Huh? What's this?
What's this? I'm thinking out loud again. Instead of having internal monologue like I should because I'm alone and there's nobody to actually talk to.
And to you.
I hate that so much. They've even had points of internal dialogue, you know, echoing in their own head, but they still insist on having
Where am I?
outwardly spoken dialogue when they're out by themselves.
You've been out for
And it's
3
just like,
days.
stop
Then
it.
that's 3 days wasted. What's the situation?
Well, let's see. For one thing, Grimoire's been deciphering that ancient book. She says that this new copy is complete. All the pages we were missing are there. As for the dogs, Kamawana's taken a real shine to them.
All right then. Now we just need to find that
Pretty
last
sure
Therian.
they would have taken
Velvet,
several
no.
weeks to sail back to
I
the
said
island,
take
so
it easy. Seriously.
we wouldn't be at our base yet.
Oh, hold on. Have you not had anything to eat?
Well, I just thought, since you hadn't either.
Are you serious? Why would you do a full thing like that? You'll die if you don't eat.
Actually,
He won't die if he doesn't eat. Malachim don't actually depend on food for sustenance. If they do eat, it's only as a quirky hobby.
All right, if you're sure. If you feel like going hungry, it's your life. But there's no sense in doing it on my account.
Good to see you're feeling better again. As you probably noticed, we made it back to Titania already.
Sorry to keep you all waiting on me.
Hey, Wells, welcome back.
Get everyone together. We meet now.
Well, that could have
We
gone
meet
better.
now.
I just
We are now meet.
wanted to better understand the hardships Velvet's suffering through. It seems unfair for her to bear all of it alone.
Well, she's... how can I put it? A very straightforward kind of person.
But nothing gets under her skin like a clumsy display of sympathy.
What should I do about her then?
For now, just get something in your tummy. Any good warrior knows you eat when you have the chance. Even Malachim have more strength on a full stomach than an empty one, don't they?
Yeah,
It's true, food will fill an empty stomach. But what is there to fill an empty heart, I wonder?
Butts. Butts fill my empty heart.
Sardines!
And sardines, yes. Thank you, Planet Asking, for the 100 bids. A knife in the heart will work. Yeah, it's true. Still haven't filled my generic
Okay,
empty base with
Fee,
stuff that makes it
I
a
need you
base.
to
It's
find us our
just
next Earth Pulse
giant
point.
empty room of pointlessness. Couldn't set up shops or anything, crates,
I found
beds,
one,
barracks,
but it's really, really far.
something,
Way up in
nothing,
the
no,
northeast.
nothing.
If it's that far out, it has to be an Engand.
Endgand is a collection of small islands. There's a comparatively bigger one called Lionel Island, but that's the exception.
Yeah,
Endgand,
think the
North
Earth Pulse
Gand,
point's
West
probably out
Gand,
there.
Beginning Gand.
Engand, huh? Those waters are haunted by ghost ships, you know.
ghost ships?
Yep. Legend has it they snatch up wrongdoers who bear lingering regrets and whisk them away to that eternal voyage.
That doesn't sound promising.
Currents from all over the world converge in Engand's waters, so a lot of shipwrecks from distant seas end up there as their final resting place.
Uh-huh. Ah, so that's where the stories of ghost ships come from.
Boo. You guys have no imagination.
I'd rather they stay imaginary myself.
We should still be careful.
We'll be fine. Ghost ship, exorcist, whatever comes along. We'll be the ones to administer their last rites.
Aw, come on! It's fine!
No, it's not. You have to do it right.
You're so mean, Medusa! If you keep telling me what to do, I'll hate you!
Fine, hate me then. So long as you do what I say.
Fine!
I love you, Medusa, and you don't even care!
What's going on here?
Eleanor, Medusa's being mean. She keeps telling me to dry my hair after my bath, but I don't wanna.
What? Is that all you're arguing about? This is important. Just because she's a Therian doesn't mean she can't catch a cold.
But I won't! I won't catch a cold! I swear!
That's not how you catch a cold
I
anyway.
don't wanna take Mom's yucky, awful medicine, so I'm not gonna get sick.
If you insist on being so stubborn, we can do this the hard way.
There's no need for everyone to get so worked up. Her hair's pretty much dry already, right?
Yeah, what she said.
I'm spoiling her, aren't I?
Seriously. Look, we don't even know what would happen if a Therian catches a cold, let alone how to treat it.
That's true.
But look, I get it. I know you feel responsible for her.
You mean what happened to her mother?
Yeah, Laphicet told me about it.
My, look who's a little tattletale.
I'm sorry, but I thought Medusa should know, just in case. It's fine, I suppose. I should have told her myself.
Well, at least I understand everything now. It's all too tragic for words.
Yes, and the knowledge would not be something that a young child could possibly bear. I'm not planning on telling her.
That's probably your only option. But do you really think you can keep lying to her forever?
I have to, for her own sake.
I have to keep lying.
Her, huh?
I have to
Right.
keep lying.
I'll go with you on this.
Good,
You
good
two are going
moral
through
compass
an awful
there.
lot of trouble for a selfish kid.
All kids are selfish. They're selfish. But that's what their families and their mothers should be there for. Don't you have any memories like that yourself?
Sorry, but I'd rather just keep them to myself.
Pish and piffle. Everybody and their issues, am I right?
Oh, I hated every second of that cutscene. Wow. Is this where I need to go? Oh, that's where I gotta go. Hey, you can press X to skip it. Nice.
We're coming up on Lionel Island.
So much for the ghost ships.
Should we expect another welcome party waiting for us again?
No. I had the Bloodwings spread a rumor that we were raiding an Abbey compound far, far from here.
As far as plans go, that's better than nothing.
All this cloak and dagger. Give me a good old frontal assault any day.
First mate, sir. There's a ship drifting ahead of us.
A ghost ship?
It's an Abbey ship. Their flag. It's a distress signal.
Understood. Commence approach.
Let them
Are
die.
you actually going to help an enemy ship?
A ship signaling distress has neither allies nor enemies. That's a code all seafarers abide by.
It's an obvious trap.
Not even pirates would use a distress signal for a surprise attack. Of course, after we rescue a ship, we still strip them of everything they've got.
Anyway, if it's a trap, we'll kill everyone on board. Simple.
A waste of time if you ask me.
Is this the Corsair Scourge?
Benwick, do we still have any Salatoma left?
Yes, sir. If this is their full crew, we should have enough on board to treat them.
Now that you mention it, don't Abbey ships usually have a bigger crew?
These were all who were aboard when I hijacked the ship and made them set sail.
Oh, it's you again.
I knew I was being reckless, but I never expected we'd run afoul of the Corsair
I never
Scourge.
expected that this super duper
know,
rare disease would happen
I'm glad
twice in
we
the
did.
game.
Since it brought me to you.
You seriously plan to fight in that condition?
No.
Yeah, very much, Wells. Yeah. Good
Use me as
guys,
you-
air quotes, or bad guys, air quotes.
Use you?
Very common way
Don't
of
bother asking.
ambushing.
It's a trap.
Lionel Island is where you'll find Dees. A Therian. My brother Oscar is guarding over it.
We can handle him just fine.
You should know that Oscar's acquired a powerful new art. Its formula developed by Lord Melchior. The art heightens a Malak's power far beyond its normal limits. The effect is incredible. Normal arts don't even compare. Even were you to win, you wouldn't come away unscathed.
Why are you telling us this?
The art is still untested and imperfect. There's no guarantee its caster will survive the effects. I don't want anything to happen to Oscar. If I'm your hostage,
Yeah, he's such a
Oscar
grouch.
won't move against you. This will afford you a window to snatch the Therian and make your escape.
You're willing to betray the Abbey?
There's nothing in this world that could ever replace Oscar. I know you can't trust me, so don't give me your medicine.
It's an important mustache.
Place my life.
It's a core part of her
in your
character
hands.
design.
Just save Oscar.
Lady Teresa!
If true, this information will be of use to us. For now, let's bring her aboard and give her the medicine.
No, we should just kill her.
So, you're going to believe her story?
An art that boosts a Malak's power far beyond its normal limits. Sounds like we might be in for a real fight.
And she said that Melchior developed it too.
Maybe this explains why he was so intent on acquiring that Siegfried relic.
If this is all true, a frontal assault might not be the best idea.
But why do you think Teresa is willing to go so far to protect Oscar?
Oscar is the second son of the
All
Dragonia
right, Planet
family.
Aztec, don't worry about it,
Aristocrats with ancestral ties to the Asgard royal lineage. From what I understand, he was sent to the Abbey in the hopes of strengthening his family's ties to the group.
For the good of the bloodline. Happens all the time.
Teresa followed him to the Abbey, where she's been his constant savior, even if she's kept it from him.
So she's another noble too. Could have had an easy life if she just kept in her place.
No, Teresa was conceived, outside of formal matrimony, and her mother was not
Yeah, it
what
only
you'd
makes it
call
better, right?
high-standing.
Thank you, Planet Aztec, for the 355 bids, dude. Thank you.
It happens more often than you might think. My mother died, and my father's wife never cared for me. So I merely served the Dragonia family as a maid. Those were dark, lonely times for me. But Oscar was the only one who called me his sister and embraced me as family. Does a sister need any other reason to want to save her brother?
So you're back on your feet.
No, no, no.
My
We need to
sincere
we need to
thanks for
have
the medicine.
intimate detail of
use you as a
everybody's
hostage if you're
backstory
dead.
completely
Where's the
and
Therian?
repeated 5 times in order to understand it, because we are idiots. And only the writers
Ahead
are
through
smart
the
enough to
Bared Marsh
understand it.
Are the ruins of an ancient kingdom. There you'll find the Earth Pulse Point, along with Oscar.
What happened to number 1?
That little pissant.
Lord Artorius took number 1 away from me. As it stands, I'm without the powers of an exorcist. As such, whether I live or die is for you people to decide. Once Oscar is safe, you can do whatever you like to me.
We'll do as you wish. All of it.
Meow 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 meow
I know
meow
you know
meow
this, Sweet,
meow meow.
but don't let your guard
meow.
down for 1 second.
I won't.
I just hate how they have to like give intimate backstory for every character ever. Like, I don't need the only character in this game that needs like really significant backstory is Velvet. You know? My Neko is showing? No, those are bunny ears. But it's like, I don't know. There are better ways of showing why a person has like a particular affinity for something or why they act a certain way. You know, there's a better way of doing it, and just having forced dialogue to like go over it in detail, that ain't it. You know, that ain't the way to do it. You don't need to just sit there and go, all right, let's have a 5-hour cutscene with a bunch of dialogue to go into intimate detail in the past. There are easier ways to do that with less dialogue, with less. You can pay your voice talent less because they'd have to say less things. You know what I mean? Like, just there's better ways of doing it. Better way to do it. Kind of want to buy some arcane bottles. Let's get to. Oops. I spent more money than I wanted to there. Weight pin that helps the wire grow stronger faster. Attracts a lot of attention. Oh no, that was actually. I just had less money than I thought I did. That's all. I just want like at least 3 Uldivides plus 1.
Teresa, it's been a while.
Because
We haven't
usually
seen each
final
other since
bosses
the
have like
throne.
3 forms, you know.
But that doesn't seem like so long ago to me. Not when I keep hearing so much about you. Eleanor Hume, the traitor.
What of the Corsair Scourge?
Nothing to worry about. I've had my dose of Salatoma.
Was it as bad as you remembered it? Brings you back to when you were an initiate, doesn't it?
Why did you betray us, Eleanor? When the Abbey made you a patrolling inspector, they placed great responsibility upon you. Oscar should have been the one to take on that role. He had already been selected for it. But you wanted it so very badly, and that sweet, naive man that he is, he let you take it.
I had no idea. Oscar had already been chosen?
Yes, and after he passed on it, he was stationed on that dangerous island where he sustained that awful wound. And now, you accompany the monster that nearly killed him. I feel I have a right to some answers.
My desire to save humanity has not changed. I have simply found a path different from the Abbey's.
I don't find that answer acceptable.
I didn't think that you would. I know very well that you offer no compromises when it comes to Oscar.
You're right. I don't.
Well,
be sure to inform your new princess. In order for me to protect Oscar, I'm going to need you all to trust me. That's all I have to say to you.
I understand.
Oh, yes. That was perfect timing, man. Thank you very much for the 399 bits, Playtastic. Thank you, dude. That was great timing. You know what I find aggravating about stories that have like overriding and overly detailed explanations of things? They will sit there and have like complete detail given about a backstory or why a character feels this way or their favorite freaking shoe color and everything, and it's just so much unnecessary information. But when it comes to a plot point where it's like if they just explained the situation, they'd get it and they'd be like, oh, but they beat around the bush on the actual important aspect of it so much just so they can have like a forced conflict all the time. All the time. All the freaking time. Hey, what's up, Dragon? How's it going, dude?